part of the year. Yeah, hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Facebook.
Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Africa, and the world all over. Yeah. If you're live, okay, kindly let me know. You can hear me. I'm live with the image consultant, the image specialist, the expert, the guru, my one and only friend, Stephen. Hi, Amy Dawn. Good morning to you.
Hello, Anidon.
Hi.
Hey, Nanke.
Hi.
How are you?
All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kingsley. Thank you for joining. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning,
Kingsley.
Pastor. Good morning, Pastor Fure. Good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning,
Pastor
Buhari.
Fure. Good morning, Buhari.
Yeah.
Oh, Nanke, Stevie, are you back?
Okay. All right, Stephen, let's get to it straight. Stevie and I have been talking for a couple of hours now, and we'll be talking about how to drive sales, how to project our brand using our personal brand.
Yeah.
We talked about how to use our influence, how to create our influence, how to create influential brand, how to whatever we're doing, whatever we're selling, whatever we're involved in and with, whatever message we're carrying, we're trying to see how we can use our personal brands to drive sales.
Yeah.
Because you can be selling clothing, you can be selling real estate, you can be selling both virtual, physical, or any kind of whatever you're selling. As an individual, as a business, even as an employee of a business, how you guys come across, how you are, can lead to sales or not. Stephen, am I right?
It can lead
Okay, I'm handing over to Stephen. Steve, talk to me. What about personal branding, having a wow image, your brand projection? Just talk to us about it, and at the end of the day, we'll link it up with sales. But just take us about personal branding.
I like to say that if your name doesn't open the door, if your name is not the name that will be mentioned somewhere and to open the door, then you really have to pay attention to how you look.
Okay.
If Mark Zuckerberg comes in here, if Bill Gates comes in here, and you just hear Bill Gates, as in his name opens the door.
True.
The names open the door.
True.
Wale Adenuga. So you won't care about how he looks. You may not really care about how he looks or what he looks like, but to pay attention to him. But if your name doesn't open the door, if nobody will mention your name or call your name and your name will open the door, then you really need to pay attention to how you look and how you present yourself, how you project yourself. So that alone can help you open doors, can create and grant you access to some kind of places or people to get attention. Okay, so that aside, now you understand, you have some background on how and why it is important, how you project yourself, how you present yourself, and how you come across to the world. How do you appear? How do you communicate with the world? How do you come across? What are you presenting with your image? You know, sometimes people like to see it like, okay, I only have to look good when it's a special occasion. I only have to look good when something special is happening. But the thing is, sometimes we fail to realize that this life is about us, you know. You are the masterpiece. You are the player. You are the lead actor. So imagine your life was a movie and you are the lead actor. How will you look like every day? Like, now I'm performing. Today is another performance. You wake up to a new day and you see like today is another performance. You wake up to a new day and you see like today is another day for action. How will you present yourself? How will you come across?
All right.
And if you see how it is in all these movies and stuff, you see that the lead actor gets special attention in the way he dresses. Other people may not really dress too well, all the other people, but the lead actor, as in, he's the one, they will pay attention to how he looks, what he wears, everything. Now, look at your life. Who is the lead actor? Who is the lead role player? You are the one. So why do you have to wait for a special occasion to look good, to project the best image? To me, I say every day is a special occasion. Every day is a special occasion. Your life on its own is a phenomenon that deserves you to present yourself good, well, and fine.
Okay, Stephen, I want to take you up from what you said.
Okay.
Lots of us listening were on social media, and there are ways we project ourselves on social media,
Online.
both online and offline.
Yeah.
Okay. I know brand projection can be taken from different perspective, but there's one unique one I want to talk about. I want us to look through this moment now. I want to look at how our digital imprints,
yes, our digital imprints,
things we do online,
image.
Yes. Just take us a bit about that and how it can affect attention.
A while ago, as we were talking, I shared some testimonies of people I've been able to connect with online, people I haven't met before, people I don't know from anywhere. Some of them I've been following them online, or I've heard about them, and I've forged strong relationships, strong partnerships with these people just because of the way I have been able to manage my own impression online. Now, the thing with image and impression, reputation management, and all that is, we live in a world of perception. True. So, normally, we've come to understand that, okay, people form opinions about you, people form opinions about me based off what they see, the visuals, the thing that is registered in the brain, that is registered in the mind, based off on what they see. But now, that was like way, way back. Now we live in another age, we live in another time, we live in a different time when you don't need to see me, I don't need to see you, we don't need to meet in person before I know you. It was back in the days like, for you to know somebody, you must have met him, you have exchanged letters. But now the way of communication has evolved, it has changed. Technology has made things different, and the sooner people understood this, the better. Because with online image, digital imprints, people don't need to know you or see you in person before they can form opinions about you. True. They don't need to meet you physically or personally. True. And that's what technology has done. Social media, other platforms online. Now, how does this affect you? Whatever it is you put out there. Now, let me give you a brief test or a check. Whatever Google has to say about you is mostly or basically what people will form an impression of you on. Okay. And now the good thing about it is you may not be able to control it completely. You may not be able to say, okay, when people come online, this is what I want them to see. Or when people hear about me, you may not be able to do that completely, but you can shape it. You can influence it. You can manage it. So that's why we call it perception management. You call it impression management. You are managing that reputation, so you can to a large extent dictate what you want them to see. It's with your hand you posted that picture. It's with your device you posted that content. It's with your whatever it is online. So now the good thing, and another thing about the internet and online is, we are living impressions. There are digital impressions, footprints. Everything you put online, there's a footprint. It can be traced one way or the other.
You can't just
delete it like that. You can't just delete it like that. You have sent it. So you have to be very mindful of what you put out there. So, and this will come better if you have an understanding of the brand that you are. If you see yourself as a personal brand, you see yourself as someone worth paying attention to, someone worth listening to, then you'll be mindful the kind of content you put out there, because whatever you put out there, the whole of it is what people use to form impressions about you. Your pictures, your text posts, your videos, the audios, the scenery behind it, how you do it. You're doing a live audio, everywhere is noisy, people are making noise, blah blah blah. The background is it's like people will just be like, this person doesn't even care about us at the receiving end, the noise, and while all that is happening, you didn't apologize, you didn't say why it is so, you didn't explain, okay guys, sorry, I just had to come on live now, but I'm in a busy location, blah. You need to, people may join you for the first time, or someone will stumble on it someday, and he will just listen and be like, who is this? Who does this? Now, videos, the same thing apply. How you look on your videos, how you appear. You don't care about your background. You don't care about what you wear. You just wear. It's not Facebook. You come online, but people are watching. Okay. There's something called the invisible audience. Now, Facebook is showing us that 3 people are listening. But in reality, there are more people listening. We know. Some network may affect, but we know more people are listening. More people will listen eventually. Facebook won't tell us who listened eventually. They will just, except if they leave their impressions, maybe like or comment or something. Yes.
But people are engaging.
People are looking. Now, somebody may be following this and come later to listen and learn something. Or he will just listen, and from this conversation, he will form some impressions like, wow, oh, really cool. These guys are, they know what they're talking about. They know their onions. They know this, they know that.
Okay. Stephen, holding it there now, how do we tie this to sales?
All right. Okay. So There's something like called the selling connection. Let me start from the physical appearance because that's where we started from. Then I bring it online because now, because of the times we live in, appearance, I like to divide it into two. Like the way people see you, appearance in person, then your digital imprint, which is like your appearance online or over the internet and stuff. So let's start with the appearance in person. Now, what's the selling connection? Remember, Peter in the beginning was talking about you selling something, you selling something, like whatever it is you are. Now, the truth is, that thing you are selling is not what you think you are selling. In reality, what you're selling is you. You are selling your personal brand. You are not selling the clothes you are selling. You are not selling the insurance package you are selling. You are not selling whatever it is you think you are selling. That's not what you are selling. You are selling you. The better people understand that we are all salespersons. We are all salespeople. The best, as in you get the best result. If you see yourself as the salesperson and a salesperson of who, of what, you are selling a product which is you. You are selling brand you. Because before anyone will buy that product or buy into whatever it is you're selling, they need to buy into you first.
True.
Now, let me come down. You know, in traditional sales and marketing, the salespeople, the marketers, they come in person, right? And they want to sell something to you.
True.
So imagine I came and I wanted to sell a food to you. I wanted to sell a snack to you or something that is edible. And I come, I'm unkept, I'm not clean, I am dirty, but I have this beautiful product that is well packaged. Maybe it's even pizza. And this pizza is, you are here, the thing is tantalizing or whatever. But man, I don't look like somebody that you want to, because you'll be thinking, where did they prepare this thing?
True.
Who made this?
True.
This person is dirty. Am I
True.
sure this thing is it will not be harmful to my health? You know, all those things come to your mind. You start, and eventually you don't buy the product. You don't buy. So it's not the pizza, but the person selling the pizza who is presenting it.
Okay.
So you see that your physical appearance plays a role in ensuring that you sell that pizza. Now, we even have something that is more complex. You may not even be, because we're selling you now, you are not selling like your product. Okay, I'm selling my coaching. Come and buy. No, people buy into you first. So somebody, the person that is buying needs to buy into you, your personal brand, like you, know you, trust you, feel comfortable, see value in you enough to want to buy that product that you are selling. Eventually, that you make known to the person. Maybe it's your coaching service, your consulting service, your services online.
It can even be a product.
Yeah, it can even be a physical product. Yeah,
you can be selling a product and somebody is looking at you and you say, okay, buy this
because of what he's seeing, because of how you look, because of the image. Sometimes it's not even about the dress. Okay, you're looking good. You're putting on fine clothes. You're looking sharp and all that, but you are not acting the part.
Good.
You look the part, but you are not acting the part. You are not behaving well. You are not talking well. You know, you don't sound well enough. And somebody's like, okay, he looks good, but if I buy the product, is that how we'll be relating? Is this how you'll be communicating? You don't even know how to talk to clients. You don't even know how to talk to potential customers. You understand? So how you look is important, but even more, how do you behave? How do you act? It will affect your sales. If you don't behave, if you don't behave well, you look good, you look sharp, but you're not behaving well. That your attitude can cut off the sales. So now let's come to you. Maybe you're an employee or you're an employer and you're selling your company's product. Now the truth is, people will not really buy. Sometimes people will not really buy into the product of your company just like that. They will first buy into you when they like you. The banks, if you are big or you do business big time, the banks that you signed up with or your bankers, you did not buy because sometimes we didn't sign up or join the bank because it's Access Bank or Diamond Bank, but because maybe the person that came to market a product or the account package, you just like the person and the person talks so well. Sir, you like our services, we give loan, we do this, you talk so okay, and eventually you collect the form and you create an account. Diamond Bank did not come to you as Diamond Bank.
True.
We are Diamond Bank. No. They sent someone. So even your company, your brand, corporate brand or whatever, there is a human face. You are the life, blood, the living, the breathing part of the company or business. And you represent the business. So it's very important how you project yourself.
Stephen, just to hold your thoughts for a moment, do you know a couple of us have made decisions to either even go to some churches.
Yes.
Because of how maybe the pastor speaks,
Yeah.
how the pastor appears,
Yeah.
or maybe you did not decide to, okay, let me visit that church,
Yeah.
and you saw the ambience,
Yeah.
the people,
Yeah.
the ushers,
Yeah. Yes.
and you are sold to that
Yes,
ministry.
you are sold to it.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
just because it starts from the impression you made.
yes, the
Yeah?
impression,
Yeah.
the opinion you have
Just-
about the church.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the impression you formed. All
Okay.
those things have translated to a brand. Like, okay, this is. I like to tell people that image is a mental picture.
Okay.
It's a mental picture. So the picture that you have in your mind now about Peter Kajovo, about Stephen Akanmu, that's the image you have about us.
True.
And it's an ongoing thing. You cannot just have that image plastered like bam. You can have it plastered with a good first impression and all that, but over time, some things come to play that will affect, distort. That's why
True.
image management
It's
is
continuous,
It's
ongoing.
very important.
Yeah, yeah.
You keep managing it. So let me come back to the selling connection. Now, before people buy into your brand or your company's product or whatever, they will buy into you first.
True.
When they buy into you, then they buy into your company. Then they now finally buy into what you are selling.
True.
That's the product. So they buy into Peter. Then when they buy into Peter, they like Peter and all that because of what the perception Peter has created, the image Peter has created in front of them. Then they now want to hear more. Okay, what is it you do, or who is it that you represent? Then from there, oh, is this brand, is this company? Then from there, you now talk about the product. There is a connection.
True.
But basically, it starts with you. And that starting with you can be influenced by so many things, of which your impression, your appearance, how you look is a critical factor.
True.
Because these people don't know you from anywhere. So they can't just assume that, this is that great guy that shares value and does. They don't know anything about you. On the first look, at the instant, immediately, the only information that is available to the brain about anybody is based off what the eye see and interpret to the brain. That's why you see a madman and know this is a madman.
Okay.
Because he looks like one.
Okay.
Who a madman is.
Okay.
That's why you see a doctor and know, okay, this guy is a doctor because of how he looks.
Okay.
You see somebody looking like a banker and he tells you he's a doctor. You will argue with him now
True.
that no, you are
True.
not.
You
He
can't
wants to
see.
give you injection. He wants to
say
treat.
no.
I
No,
don't
no,
trust
no,
you.
no.
So that's the same way people, based off what they see you wear or how you look, they just start forming impressions. No, can this guy sell this kind of thing? Do I trust this guy that he can deliver on this result? Just because of what you are wearing, it doesn't exude confidence.
True.
It doesn't exude competence.
Yeah.
It doesn't show some particular characteristics.
Especially if you are selling some unique items that are probably
Yeah.
expensive,
Yeah.
but they're not very
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
And you're trying to say, oh, Peter, come buy this product 100,000. And look at you. You
and
don't even
like-
look at someone that will see 10,000 naira.
No.
So that image you already given, I've made a
Yes.
perception about
Yes.
you.
Yes.
And I'm not
it will be
confident.
difficult.
Yeah.
It will be difficult for me to decide or
Yeah.
to let go of my money. It will be difficult.
Yeah.
So why do you think bankers encourage people to wear
Dress well. Yeah,
suits?
wear suits. Yeah.
There's a power. The power in suit is the power of authority, a power of confidence and trustworthiness. You you just feel that this guy can handle my money.
True.
You just feel that this guy can handle my
Yeah.
money.
He's
You feel he's
big.
competent.
Yeah.
That there's that image it creates in it's mental or
Yeah,
it's
it's
subconscious,
subconscious.
and it's just registering in your mind.
Sometimes it might be happening and you're not very aware.
Yes, you're
that your
not
mind
aware.
is even
You don't
picking up this
know. You
information.
don't know, and that's what a lot of big brands, people they use that's what I call leveraging and maximizing the power of image. They understand these things, so they apply. They will not tell you this is what we are doing, but all these things are happening subconsciously, subliminal programming.
Yeah.
You don't know. The colors you see in the bank, the colors you see when you go to
They
all
are
those
priming
things.
you.
They are priming you. They are programming it so that at the end of the day, maybe after sitting there for like 10 minutes, you just feel like buying something. You just
True.
feel like ordering food.
True.
So all those things is shaping and managing
Okay.
image and all that.
Then, Stephen, let's look at something again. I know a couple of people doing they sell real estate.
Yeah.
So a couple of people they sell coaching services.
Yeah.
A couple of people they sell consultancy, freelance,
Yeah.
and all that.
Yes.
How, for instance, if I sell real estate,
Yeah.
how should I appear on social media or online?
Social media.
Good.
Good.
Offline.
Now let's
look
come
at
to
social
the,
social
let's
media
come
or
to the online
Yeah,
selling connection.
Yeah.
Now the online selling connection is first. It starts with what the internet has to say about you, and basically every and anybody will go on Google, and they'll Google your name, bam. Now when they Google your name, what do you want them to see? That's part of what you can manage, you can control. If you have a website and you post stuff, content regularly, your website may probably be at the top search results.
Yeah.
For you, if it's maybe you are more engaging on social media and you want to drive people directly to your social media, when they search your name, that's what will come up. Unfortunately for you, if we have 10 people bearing your name, that's what will come up. So they now have to sift through and all that. So that's why usually when you're building your personal brand, they encourage us, have a website, have a domain. Even if you don't have a website, you can have an about.me, your name.me, just like a welcome about me page that people can see. And from there, you wow people with your introduction. That's like the first impression they have about you. Like, hello, sir, what do you do? Meet me. You know, when you're meeting people for the first time, you're interacting. My name is this, I do that. Just on your page online, you have something like that tells people this is what you do, this is what you're about, this is what you can help them do. And you infuse your personality into it. From there, I see that you even have a problem that I have that you have the solution to. And from there, I make a few clicks and I land in your cart, or I'm ordering a product, or it leads me somewhere, and I see that through the funnel, or there's something he's doing that will benefit somebody I know. Good. You see,
referrals can come in.
Yes, but it's based off on what I see. If what I see is not appealing, if it doesn't show, let's say in person, you are good with what you do. You do that thing very well, as in you are badass. But online, it's not reflecting. That thing is not showing online. That you meet some people and in person, and you are like, wow, you do all this, but online, it doesn't show. It doesn't come across.
You are not top of mind.
You are not top of mind. You are not top of mind. As in, when I remember you, I don't think that thing about you. And you say you are even doing something about it online. And I don't know. That online image, exactly, you'd have lost businesses. There's a gap between your online image is, everybody has an online image, whether by default or by whether you're conscious about it, by default or by design. Now, if it's by default, it's whatever you have out there that Google can gather. Whatever you have put, Twitter, you're tweet fighting or whatever it is, Facebook, you're just sharing anything, comedy, memes, good bro, something, correct guy, correct babe. All those things is what YouTube is, one crazy machine. If people click on the images, some of those things you've shared is what will appear in the image section. If they go to web, it will show them some links that are connected. So imagine you've been interviewed on Bella Niger, you've been interviewed on Punch, you've been interviewed on Tribune, or you even have a blog on TV. If you have, by the time I search your name, all those things will appear in links and titles and topics. And immediately I begin to have an impression about you, like, wow, this guy has gone places. This guy is big. This guy does that. And maybe I click and I go to your website, I see a welcome video, I see something that is wowing, and I'm like, wow.
So, Steve, all what you're saying, it calls for, it's like an investment, as it were.
Yeah, it's an investment.
It's not something that just happens.
It doesn't just happen accidentally because you signed up to Facebook or you have an account, everything will just follow. You have to work at it. And you need people like us. You need people like us. You need image strategies, you need image consultant, you need people that understand personal branding, people that understand reputation management, people that understand, especially, you see Kajovo talks about your online image, your social media, the message you are communicating, your message, how it is being. So you need people that can help you to translate this thing that is tangible that you do, but give it the right image, even online. Let people see it in the light that you want them to see. So, people meet some of us in person and they're like, wow, you're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing. But when they meet you online, they don't have that same experience. But for a lot of us, some people have even met us online before they even met us in person. So they're like, wow, this guy, we have similar testimonies. They come to inbox, they send you a message. Oh, sir, I just left your wall now. I saw this. I'm in your community. I've been following. This has blessed me. In fact, I've been able to make social changes. I've experienced social transformation. And you're like, wow, really? Serious? But people are watching you. People are watching you. Remember, I just shared with you someone I met, a very top thought leader in Nigeria at an international level too, who has been my friend on Facebook, and he has been watching me for months. He has been watching me, he has been following me, and recently he connected with me in person, personally, and he even gave me an invitation to come and see him in person and let's connect more. Just because of what I do online, what he has seen, the way I'm projecting myself,
Good.
and how he's
And
beginning to
formed
see that.
opinions.
Yes, and he's like, this guy, there's something about this guy. This guy is different. This guy is special. This guy is up to something. I want
He's
to
going
help
somewhere.
him.
I want to
Yeah,
connect.
I want
I
to
want
be
to
part
bring-
of his success
True.
story. I want
True.
to impact him
True.
in the way I can. I just want to contribute. I just feel I should do something for
Just
him.
be part of his life.
Yeah,
part of
I
his
just want to
story.
be part of his story. I just want to do something for him. Let me bless him.
Yeah.
Let me help him.
Okay.
If he can help me, good. If he doesn't have anything to offer me, no problem. But I want to. So what you project, what you put out
Sells your product.
it
sells your
sells
service.
you. It will sell your brand. It will
Yeah.
sell your market. It will sell your market eventually.
Good.
It will sell you.
Good. Stevie, just to hold you on that.
And sorry, before
yeah.
you say that,
Yeah.
another thing is you may not even have a product or something that you are selling. You
Now.
may have something you are working on, a project.
Bam.
Now strategic relationships come in. Some people have been talking about some of the friends I have online, like the caliber of people I am connected with. Some I share online, some I don't even share. Some we just do behind the scene, back door. And strategic relationships, some of these people, sometimes they ask me, Steve, what can I do for you? Like, what can I do for you? I'm still thinking what I will help you do. And I don't suggest anything to them here because I know this person is big, is strong. So I want to have, when I've gotten to that level where I have one major deal or project I'm working on, then I bring these people in. So you see that just because of what you're projecting, what you're showing online, you are able, some people want to connect with you, some people want to be associated with you, and you build strategic relationships. You don't have to go to somebody's office or go and be pursuing the person, proposing something, just because of what the things you are sharing online.
Just showing up.
Yes, just showing up online.
Yeah.
And the thing you are putting that is registering in the mind of people.
People are just
People are
forming
like,
opinion on
okay,
this guy, this
I
guy,
think I
this
can
guy.
work with him on
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
He can help me with
On
this.
this.
I can help him with this.
True,
And
true,
strategic
true.
relationships,
I
partnerships.
get it, yeah. Because following what you just said now, talking about how you manage your digital imprints,
Yeah.
it's very critical because there's the way you come across on social media.
Yes.
Hi guys, thank you guys for joining us. Okay,
Yeah,
thank
shout
you
out
guys,
to
thank you,
everybody.
thank you,
We'll still
thank
do
you guys
that.
for joining.
We'll still do shout out before we wrap
Thank you
up.
guys for joining us. Okay, please, if you are getting value thus far, please do well to share this video so somebody
Yes.
on your space
Yes,
can get to gain
because
value.
this thing is limiting so many people.
Yeah.
It's limiting so
Yeah,
many
so many people need to
Im-
hear this.
Some hours ago we were discussing and talking about some major influencers abroad and how they are leveraging their digital imprint. We don't, as in even the Nigerian coaches and professionals that we see, some of us, we find it difficult to relate with them or work with them. But there are influencers abroad, people, big guys, but you have not met them before, you have not seen them. But because of how they've managed their perception, their brand online, you will not think twice to pay that amount in dollars.
You think,
in fact, you start saving for it.
True.
But your own Nigerian coach or
Yeah,
consultant,
yeah.
you'll be reasoning it.
No, you won't carry money
No,
down.
this guy
money
won't
won't
chop.
pay out.
This guy won't chop our money. You know, because of they don't have. Yeah, sometimes you've not met them. Yeah, most times you've not met them. But
Yeah.
because of the things you have seen about them online, you are not still sure. You are not
True.
still certain if this person
True.
will deliver on this thing.
Because there are people are judging.
Yeah, they are
looking,
judging.
they are saying, okay.
And I want, anytime you hear that word judge, I don't want us to see it in a bad light.
Light, no.
As you are listening to us
are
now, you are
judging.
judging.
Yes.
You are judging the content. You are
True.
judging the information. Every time. As long as you are analyzing information, you are processing it, you are judging
You are
it.
make- yeah, yeah.
You are
Coming to
judging it.
conclusions.
You are coming to conclusions.
Yeah.
You are,
Yeah, somebody might be listening to us now and decide
Yeah.
to say, guys, I can bring up Peter, I can bring up Stephen
Yeah,
for this project.
yes, I can bring up-
Yeah, I can invite them to come speak here.
Exactly.
I think these guys have
Exactly.
value, they have what people
Yes.
need to hear.
I think I can put them in front of more people that
Yes.
this will help.
True, and amplify their message.
Exactly. So
So
that's
people are always making decisions, they're also making conclusions. Take for instance now, there are some people that want to sell some books or some products or some classes
Yeah.
for 3,000 or
Yes.
1,500 naira.
Yes.
Or some for free, people won't come.
Uh-huh.
There are some people too, the same cost, the same content,
Uh-huh.
they'll sell it for 50,000, 100,000, and
And
people
some
rushing
people
for
will
it.
rush for it. It's all because of how they have managed their impression online. Because you are not with that person in the house when he's wearing his boxer and
You're
his
not
shirt.
there.
You are not there when the person is chilling in his compound,
True.
you know.
Just-
But online, they have understood the power of perception, image. So they don't
Very
joke
key.
with it. They don't just come and behave anyhow
No.
or put anything anyhow.
Even conversations.
Everything is deliberate.
True. Even
Some people we
conversations.
connect
Yeah.
previously when I used to engage in so many communities.
Yeah.
Quite a number of people connected with me because of the conversations I was having in
True.
the comment section.
True.
You know, and people are like, "Wow, this guy! I like
like
your
his thought
contributions.
pattern.
I like
Yeah.
how you." And we just connect, and from there we work on something, or they connect me with
I'm
someone
sure
or something.
we got to know online.
Exactly. Okay, let me share your story. Let me share Peter's story.
Okay,
So,
okay.
I connected with Peter online. I think he sent me a friend request, and I have this culture of welcoming people when they join my network. So I sent Peter a customized message, welcome you to my space, good to connect with you, blah blah. And before I even started sending messages, normally what I do, if you can remember 2015, 2016, I had this image with handshake, people shaking hands, customized image. Down below I put my website www.stephenakanmu.com, but now I've changed it. So then I now write I value you on the image. So every friend I make in a month, in a week, I make sure I go to their wall, I put that picture, I value you, thanks for coming to my space. Yeah. I value this connection and all that, even though I don't know you. Yeah. So from there, people who are people of value and they value relation, they understand. It registers in their mind like, wow, this guy is up to something. And we engage. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. And I send messages. But some other people just sit and like and just comment. I know those kind of people are not the people that I may want to connect with. But those that now check me out, like, okay, who is the, as in someone went the extra mile to do this. They now check my profile. They check me out and they begin to see stuff. And we work together on something. Okay. So I did that. Then I sent messages. So for Peter, after doing that, he replied and he was laughing and like, wow, oh, nice one, cool and all that. He now sent me, because I always tell you to tell me about yourself, because I don't know you from Adam. True. You sent me a request and we connected. I expect that it's for a purpose. We should talk. You don't know what I can do for you. I don't know what you can do for me. So that's what life is about. You know, we should relate. Don't just build a friend list or contacts. No. Build relationships, and that's one thing we are strong on to. Relationships. We value relationships. Right. So Peter sent me a message replying, telling me about what he does, which one, touch one. Roto, his NGO, his charity organization. And from there I was sold. I was like, wow, really? Somebody single-handedly has a course like this. And he sent me, in a brief, he sent me his website link and all that. When I went there, I spent like 10-15 minutes devouring everything. And immediately I was inspired. I just knew that, man, I just made a great connection.
So you formed an opinion?
I formed an opinion about him, like, wow, this guy is a quality guy. You know, there's something Les Brown says, keep quality people only. Keep quality people only.
Very critical.
Keep quality people only. And I was like, man, this guy is a quality contact, it's a quality relationship. Yeah. So after going through Peter's website, you know, that's part of knowing people. He may not have the time to be telling me his life story. Like, okay, I was born here. You know, when you meet people for the first time, sometimes you engage in such conversation. But the internet has crumbled all these things. So what do you have out there that is speaking for you, that is telling your story, that is telling your value, that is talking about what you have? So I read Peter's website, almost all the posts that I could read at that time. And because I love podcasting, so I just went to the audio section because I shared my podcast with him too. I went to the audio section and he had this one episode podcast. And when I listened to it, I was like, wow, this guy has a great voice. As in, I chastised him.
I didn't know till now. I still feel my voice.
Your voice is not that. I chastised him as in, I'm like, guy, you need to do more episodes. You know, we just met, so there was a limit to which I could. So I was like, man, so I think you should do more audios. Your audio is powerful. As in, do you still have it on your website?
I do.
Okay, guys, go and listen to that audio. Go and listen to that audio and let's have your feedback. As in, the way he talked, very powerful. The way he was communicating, the way he was releasing the words, so soothing to the soul. And I was like, wow, man, this guy is on point. And I wanted more. That's why I said you should do more audios. Okay. And there was a way he connected with me, as in it was deeper than just reading something. And I was like, wow. After listening to that audio, I felt I had known him, I'd met him. So you can crush that know, like, and trust factor with stuff like that. Okay. For me, when I started,
it's part of your digital imprint.
Yes, part of digital imprint. It's part of your digital image, your online image, all these things. You are forming, you are managing it. You are in control. So see me now. See how Peter, he did that, and he was able to manage the way I saw him, the way I will approach him. I will not just come and say, hi, how far now? Hello. I will come very well put together. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. How was your day? If I want to talk to him about something, I won't just bust. Because he didn't have to tell me this is who I am. And I've already seen it with the digital image. I've already seen it from his blog post to his charity. You know, there was one time I told you I was supposed to give you something.
They owe me.
I owe you. I told him to send his account number like twice. I misplaced it. and I wanted to donate. As in, we have not met, but I just felt, oh man, this guy is doing something worth doing, and I wanted to donate to Roto.
I just want to hold that.
Yes.
Continue what you're saying. Why did you feel compelled to donate? Did you see me as somebody that was not hungry?
No.
What impression did you have? But was there any thought like this guy is hungry? Trying to collect
This
my
guy,
money?
they try to dupe people
Did
with
that come to your mind?
At all.
Because I had come across as somebody that was
come
wealthy,
across
I was
as somebody
comfortable.
who had a heart for humanity. He wanted to help people. I read the story about Roto and what the project is about and who they are reaching, and I was like, God, just bless me with some kind of money. Let me just surprise. And that time, you know, another thing you were doing that I like, you were sharing I told you that if I send you money, don't share it on social don't share it on social media. Because that time you were talking about people that give and how they just surprise you, money just came into your account for Roto and stuff. I was like, guy, don't do this for me. Let me just be anonymous. Let me just be anonymous. So you can imagine that. This is not somebody I've met in person. We only met in person this year. Was it this year?
Yeah,
Early this year. No, last year when I came for Bao. Yeah, late last year. But before then, I already had an opinion about him. I had an impression. There was this mental image in my mind about Peter, about all he does and all he's about. It's not like we discussed or he had time to tell me. But just what I've seen online, social media, on his own platform, his own media, his .com and all that. So guys, if you don't have your own .com, you don't have your own media.
Like peterkajuro.com, you should have your own website.
Stephen Akanmu.xyz. That's my own website now. Or your platform on Facebook, microblogging, your community. I have Dress Up Academy. Or on your wall, your Instagram, what are you sharing? For Peter, I told him that one of the reasons why I even connected with him the more was his content on Facebook. Every time I look forward to reading his posts because they are inspirational, and the way he wraps inspiration with stories and life stories, just profound and phenomenal. So I just felt, man, this guy, I like how he's weaving stories with life happenings and bringing out hope, teaching people. No, and I was like, man, this is cool. This is cool. I could learn from this and implement in my. And now me as I did so, people look forward to my writings because when I write, the way I just put it. Someone told me I wrote a review for someone. I'm looking at exploring. Please, if there's anybody listening, I can make money writing reviews. I want to do that. So I had a coaching session with somebody, and I wrote a review for him. And when I wrote that review, as he told me, like, this is the best review he has gotten so far from anybody. And he was telling me that, please, I should write another. It was posted somewhere. Unfortunately, I didn't save the review. And the review was taken down because it wasn't permitted in that community where we posted it. But people saw it and people got to contact him, but he wanted me to write that review again, something he can post on his wall. And because of the way I wrote the review and the way I wrote it, and it was like, wow, man. So if you check my wall, the people I've worked, some of the coaches I've worked with, and I write reviews for them, Steve Harris, MBT, talking about the course, Victor Bassi, Richard, Nzimora, and a couple of other, Ronald Nzimora, and a couple of other people. When I write, people want to take, and why will somebody read what I've posted and want to take action or take decision based on my recommendation? Because they value, they trust what I'm saying.
Like a trust factor
exactly, and they believe, okay, if Stephen says this, it's what people come to me behind the scene, back end, and like, Steve, I want to work with this coach. I want to take this course. What do you think? Should I go? Was it worth it? Is it worth it? And so I give my own biased opinion. I'm like, okay, you took the course, have you been able to achieve? And I'm like, for me, what I went for was different. So what you are going for may be different. Good. So it's clear you know what you are going for. It's not just about taking the course. Some courses I took because I wanted to develop relationship with the caliber of people in that network. I wanted to have access to some kind of people.
So Stephen, let's bring it all back again to
sales,
our listeners.
Making money.
Yeah, so all we'll be talking about now is how you can deliberately build your own personal brand.
Yes.
You are doing it intentionally. You are using all the arsenals you have available, your website, your social media, your online presence, your offline
Imagine
presence.
you have something compelling and influential that people see. And from there, when somebody is talking about a problem they have that you are the solution for, the people that know you will most likely mention you because they know you to do this or that. Now, you have intentionally created something in their mind. And from there, people refer, go and meet so-so. This is the person to help you. And you are making money. You are making sales. You are making money. And people connect with you directly. And from there, they are so overwhelmed and they just see all you are doing and they are excited. They want more. And they want, I personally, people refer people that want to do that want to get into the fashion business, creative entrepreneurs. They refer them to me like, please help this person, and I'm like, how many people will I be telling the same thing over and over? Then I created a course on launching your fashion business. Good. Because when I was starting, there was nothing like that. Up to now, there's really nothing like that. So I created a course on launching your fashion brand or business, how you can do it with little or no money, and start something and eventually grow it into a brand. And I shared tips and strategies on how to earn 6 figures, 5 figures, 4 figures, gradually. Yes, growing progressively. You get, so when you have something like that, people can now say, okay, this is the person to go to help with this solution because of your online image. People, because unlike before that, in person, maybe we've met somewhere at an event, but now because of the things I've been able to gather about you online, I can now say, okay, he offers this service, he sells this product, he has something that is a solution to your problem. Go and meet him. Or the person comes, instead of starting all over again, okay, this is how to take it. You've already documented it and you've provided it as value in a course or a product, and you sell it to them or you sell it to people and they buy. So that's the sales connection. That's the linkage. That's the sales connection between your image, both online and offline, and money in your pocket and money in your bank. Okay. So let me share one testimony. Lately or recently, I had a client that I earned big from. And in fact, because of the money I earned from him, for some months I didn't work. I didn't need to look for any deal or anything. Chilling. I was just chilling. It was bad for me because I became lazy. I became, because I had money for that will cover me for some months. So I just felt, I'm okay, Jerry. Make I not suffer myself. Make I rest. But the thing is, all this happened because of, first, the connection I was able to build online, the relationship that was forged. And that day, when I got that deal from that person to do wardrobe makeover for him, I wasn't looking all that gangetious, I didn't go to do that for him. We just went to talk about business, and I identified a need. He had the problem, and I was able to tell him and show him. And he was sold, and yes, I need you. When should we get started and all that? But when I was going, I was like, see the way I dress, so very cool, casual, looking like one musician. I went like that, and I was like, even if I want to sell something, can I sell like this? But because I understood the power of image, I knew how I could use my appearance to influence someone's thinking about me. True. I just tweaked a little things in my look. I was wearing a t-shirt and a trouser and my shoe. Then I had my bag. I just tweaked a little. I won't tell you what I tweaked. Come and join Dress Up Academy and other platforms where I teach to learn. So I tweaked a little thing, and as in the way I came across just changed. Even from the gate, the way the gate man welcomed me, like, good afternoon, sir. As in, I came in, I was looking very young, but I came in as somebody that, oh no, this guy is not just one ordinary young guy. The way I carried myself, the way I was walking, the steps and everything. And when I sat in his office, the way I sat to my body posture,
you was sending a message.
He was sending a message. So by the time I was telling him what we would do, and it was entering 6-7 figures, he was not thinking twice. At that time, I was not wearing suit. I was not wearing shirts. I was not looking like, can this small boy or young man handle this money? As he didn't even cross his mind. He didn't cross. Personally, some days before he paid me or remitted money to my account, he was telling me that somebody sent him a message on Facebook to work with him, to style him, to do his wardrobe and all that. But he told that person that, sorry, I have somebody already. He has not paid me. We have not finished the deal. He had the option of saying, okay, let me know your price. Because me, I already sent my own list and everything. And it was not small. So he was like, sorry, I already have somebody I'm working with. I have somebody now. Okay. And for me, I felt like, wow, this guy could just stick to me, but I know it's not just about just like that. It has been something that has been built up. I've built a reputation. I've built something that has stuck in his head.
True.
Because it's like, okay, this one I know him. Yeah. I've heard him
I've
talk about. I've seen him. I've been, he's top of mind.
True, he's top of mind. So it's not that he came once and disappeared. He has been consistent over a while. It's not somebody I think you've not formed an opinion.
And it's not like, okay, even though I've not worked with him, let me try him. Let me give it a try.
Because you have done that consistently. He has built something in him. You've built a reputation that you will run because of that kind of money.
At all.
All right.
That's all.
All right, Stephen. I'm supposed to go for my brand story.
Yeah, and we just shared some brand story. We just hear some brand story here.
All right, guys. So if you think you've gained value from what we shared so far,
let's give shout out to everybody.
Right, yes, Amidon, thank you.
Amidon, thanks for joining. 9K, thanks for joining.
Kingsley, thank you. Pastor Fure, thank you. Thank you,
Buhari, thanks for listening.
All right. Yep.
Babs, Barry, Kikelomo, Yusuf, Ademola,
thank you.
David, Mr.
Innocent
Usa. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Nigeria foremost NLP.
Yes, Mr. Innocent.
Becky, thank you.
Ogbonnaya, thank you.
Thank you. Zezi, thank you.
Miranda, thank
Wills,
you. Yeah. Homer Febe. Yeah, Febe. Homer, thank you. Tom Ido, thank you. Who again? Grace
Olufemi. Tony,
thank you for joining.
Yes.
Onyebuchi Jonathan, thank you.
Ebuka
Collins, thank you. Wendy, thank you. John T, thank you. Speaker Samson, thank you. Emmanuel Egbumne, thank you. Robert Bliss, thank you. Usenda Johnson, thank you. Efe Utofia,
thank you.
Ebuka J, boss, thank you. Gifty, thank you. Famu Wagun, thanks for joining us. Nosa Solomon, thank you for joining us. Jane Nwaboku, thank you. Ayodele Peters, thanks for joining.
All right, guys, thank you. Please, if you have gained value thus far, please use the share button and share the love. Share the knowledge, share the love.
Maybe we could work on something event like an all-encompassing course or program on digital imprint, online image, so that people can. You know, this is just, we just thought we should share a little, but they just touch bits. But there's more like the process. Okay, how do you say I want to start now? I want to do this thing. What do I do?
Where do I start from?
After I get here, where next? Where else?
Should I go? What should I do? We'll work on that
for you guys. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for
those
your time.
Are coming for,
thanks for listening.
The brand story. I'll see you shortly.
Yeah. Make sure you connect and take pictures and say hello.
Bye for now.
All right, bye for now.
Yeah.